is filled with photos of men that your granddaughters have hooked up with.
Seriously?
And you guess each picture, you guess which one of us hooked up with this man. Who hooked up with this man?
I was thinking teacher. It's like Cassidy's dad.
5 lessons learned by women in the year of 2020. Is it good news? I will let you guys be the judge of that one. I'm just gonna piece some things together for you guys here. 5 lessons learned by women in the year 2020, this wild, crazy year that everybody will remember. Judging by what we saw, here are 5 takeaway lessons it seems that women learned by living through the year 2020. And the reason I preface it like that is because the year 2020 was wild. This was not like other years. So theoretically, when this year happened, there was potentially 2 ways this could have gone. This crazy year, this quarantine year, it could have been like a whole like mid, life crisis moment is a, species, I guess, for women. Who knew what was going to happen? Maybe women were going to get together and go, oh my gosh, if something like this happens again, I need to have a man and I need to, love him, respect him, cherish him. There was a chance that this worldwide scamdemic could have done that. Or there was a chance that it could have done the opposite and sent us more backwards. So here's the first lesson that women took away from the year 2020 is that it's your job, it's her job to empower the older and the younger women, both. So here's what I mean by this. The first lesson learned is that these women should lead and teach both older women and younger women how to be more empowered in 2021. So again, worldwide scamdemic. We could have had women that go back and go to their mothers and their grandmothers and go, oh man, this happened and it just made me really reflect on my life and ask for some advice. What can I do to land a man? What could I do to be a better woman, a better potential wife? There could have been that type of molding and shaping going on where women today out there go home and they go, you know what? It's time for me to learn because I wasn't prepared for this. And they go and ask and they get some of those old traditional values rubbed off on them. That was one part of the teeter-totter that could have happened. The other side of this was that this whole scamdemic would give the women of today, those ones I'm talking about, those ones on female dating strategies, the ones that freshly graduated out of college, it would give them a chance to rub their ideology off on not only the older women, the grandmas, but also the newer generation to come through. So again, I didn't know which way this was going to go. Teeter-totter. Were the women going to all of a sudden cave and go more traditional, ask their, grandmas and their mothers for advice? Or were they going to go, nope, let's go the other way. And by the way, grandma, by the way, mom, by the way, future niece, by the way, daughter, this is the new way. You got to be more empowered. So let's find out. I got a few videos to give us a little peek. Oh, actually, by the way, I forgot this is up. This is just a PSA, by the way. She said it, not me, just to get us started, guys. Just get us in the right headspace here. She said it, again, not me.
I'm just going to go ahead and let y'all know, all girls cheat. All girls cheat.
I actually was supposed to show that last week, and I forgot to show that, so I had that loaded in here. But, let's start off with that. But here we go. Lesson 1. It's women's job, women's today job, to empower the old ladies and the new. Let's start with the old.
Is filled with photos of men that your granddaughters have hooked up with.
Seriously?
And you guess each picture, you guess which one of us hooked up with this man. Who hooked up with this man?
I was like your teacher. Looks like Cassidy's dad.
Somebody that was very thirsty.
He's only 11.
Man.
You.
That is actually the father of your grandson. She said this to Grammy. Who's next? Who is this man belong to?
An accordion.
Well, that is accurate. Comes the next one.
How many are there, for God's sake?
I gotta say, Grammy, there's more than you need to know.
Yeah.
He's lifting weights. He's doing his thing. Who is he?
He's way too big for all of you.
Okay.
All right, so video 1, guys, and there were many. Again, shout out to Coach Greg Adams and Counselor. Both of their channels are great for revealing this type of female nature right out there for you. So far in the teeter-totter, we have the women of today going home and playing a new game with Grammys. Here's the game for the Grammys here, the grandmas. You take a look at this guy, and now you decide which of your daughters has, which of your whatever relatives, nieces, I don't know, has hooked up with which guy. And it's just this slideshow. Boom, 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 one after the other, one after the other. Rubbing off on old granny, changing the old traditional mindset, showing them how today's world really is here. Oh, man. And by the way, this is just a total subtle brag. This is a subtle validation for these women. They're trying to show their grandmas. Probably, I'm diving into this a little deep here. Could be off, probably not. Probably, the classic women are sick of going to the holidays, going with their family and getting asked, when are you going to settle down? When are you going to find a boyfriend? When are you going to, have a family, start a family? So this is their subtle way of being like, hey, grandma, all of you guys asking me, look at all the hot things I've hooked up with, right? And we all know, again, they can hook up with these guys that are going to be out of their league. That's why they're proud of them. They're going to brag about them. It's going to inflate their standards because those guys wouldn't commit to them. We know how this story goes, but now the grandmas get to be proud of what's going on these days. And then let's take a look at the opposite end, the other spectrum of women today taking on this new role, leading the way. Grandma, stop with your patriarchal view of a traditional mindset where you were going to be the caretaker, you were going to love and support your husband, appreciate. No. Those days are gone, and now we get the role models for the future here in perfect 2020 fashion. One more time for you, because when I listen to this stuff too, obviously the kid hears it from someone, they mimic someone, so now I'm watching them film it, and so just in my mind, I don't know if this is just why I think of this, but I'm like, okay, what is going to be the reaction of the adult filming? Maybe it's my teacher mind, because I'm always thinking their reaction is going to influence how that kid behaves in the future, right? If you give them a bunch of praise for them singing "We're the hose in this house," I know that those kids are going to go, that's how I get positive attention. Oh, they laughed, they thought it was funny, and then they do it more. Growing up, one thing that I used to do is I would cross my eyes intentionally, and I remember that my relatives, I remember my aunts and uncles laughing and thinking it was so funny, and they'd be like, Adam, cross your eyes. And you guys, I know that this is just one of those things where they go, if you cross your eyes will... Yeah, I would do that as a trick. Well, I ended up having one of my eyes was started to permanently cross, because I was doing that for positive attention, but it was a bad habit to do. So that's the way I think of, and that's the way I look. And so this parenting going on in the background, they just think this is so cute. They think this is so great. Future looks bright. Yeah, nothing at all cute about what that kid's doing. I agree. So, along with this lesson 1, remember, empower older and younger women. Right now, from what I've seen in the year 2020, from what the internet, social media has shown us, it seems that the current women, the ones that are out there on that
One, two, three. Snack time!
the current women are winning the teeter-totter war. The current women are coming in and they're going, no, granny, I don't care how you used to do it. You were brainwashed. This is the new way. You missed out. So women today and women of the future will be so empowered they won't need no boyfriend or husband. Is that the reality? I mean, I don't know. We'll have to see. But that's the mindset that they're going to come up with. Don't forget, subscribe, like, comment, share the video, but definitely subscribe.